Okay, picture this. The air is absolutely buzzing in Flushing Meadows, New York City. It's August 28, 2025. You can almost feel the roar, the lights of Arthur Ashe Stadium, over 23,000 seats packed. It's electric. This isn't just another night at the U.S. Open. It feels bigger. Every swing, every point, it's like it's telling a story. And today we're going deep on Jannik Sinner's performance, just utterly dominant, the win that got him into the third round against Alexei Popyrin. Our mission here is to unpack it all, not just the 6-3, 6-2, 6-2 scoreline, but the strategy behind it, the history, the incredible personal journey of this player. Because right now, Sinner is basically redefining what it means to be number one. We want to get why this win, this tournament feels so significant. So let's start there. That straight sets win, just over 2 hours, against Popyrin, who's a tough competitor. What immediately jumps out at you about Sinner's form?
Well, yeah, the scoreline is one thing, but it's the way he did it.
Yeah.
That clinical efficiency. It was surgical. It wasn't just a win. It felt like a statement, a masterclass in precision, in controlled power. It tells you this is a player who isn't just defending a title. He's owning the court, owning the moment,
Right.
especially with that huge target on his back as world number one.
Yeah, owning it is the right word. Let's put ourselves right there, that late summer evening. Sinner, he's only 24, but he moved like a veteran out there, like a machine. He breaks Popyrin's serve 5 times. Now, anyone who follows tennis knows breaking serve is, it's huge.
Oh, massive. It's the biggest momentum shifter, really.
Yeah.
Psychologically, it could just break an opponent down.
Exactly.
And Sinner's ability to capitalize, especially early on, that sets the tone, doesn't it? He got control in that first set, broke Popyrin in the fourth game, and it wasn't about, hitting impossible winners all the time. It was those ground strokes blistering, yes, but also deep, consistent, relentless pressure.
Relentless is right, particularly going after Popyrin's second serve, which looked vulnerable.
Exactly. He targeted it while on his own serve. Rock solid.
He held 18 of his service games without a single hiccup, just sailed through them. And Popyrin only managed to get, 58% of his first serves in?
Right. And that just gives Sinner chance after chance to attack, to step in and dictate.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? In these big moments, Grand Slams, does that relentless consistency just outweigh flashy, maybe riskier play?
Often, yes. I mean, look at the break points. Sinner faced some, but saved every single one. Popyrin never even got a real sniff of breaking Sinner's serve.
Wow.
That's a mental fortress as much as anything physical. He just refused to miss in those key moments.
Yeah.
He played the percentages, wore Popyrin down with depth and accuracy. No easy points given.
But we should give Popyrin his due. He's not just some random player. Ranked 36th, won the Junior French Open back in 2017, and he was flying high just last month, wasn't he? Career high? No. 19 after winning the Montreal Masters. Took out Rublev there. He's got game.
Absolutely. No slouch at all. Popyrin is 6'5", huge serve, massive forehand, a really formidable opponent on paper. What we saw here, though, was Sinner systematically finding that backhand wing, pressuring it. And under that constant strategic attack, it started to falter.
So Popyrin couldn't deploy his big weapons as much.
Exactly. Sinner kept him uncomfortable. But look, for Popyrin, even though it's a tough loss, playing the world number one like this, that's a huge learning experience. He'll take things away from this for sure as he works on that top-tier consistency.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit because Sinner's backstory is just fascinating. It's not your typical tennis prodigy story, is it?
Not even close. It's really quite remarkable.
Born in 2001, San Candido, this tiny town way up in the Italian Alps. And before tennis, he was all about skiing.
Yeah, and not just casually. He was a national giant slalom champion by age 8. Think about that, 8 years old.
That's incredible. How much do you think that skiing background shaped the athlete he is today? Did it give him something unique?
I think it's absolutely critical to understanding him. Skiing, especially slalom, builds incredible leg strength, balance, discipline, but it's also quite solitary.
Right, just you against the clock.
Exactly. And apparently that didn't quite fit his competitive spirit. He wanted that head-to-head battle. So at 13, he makes this huge decision.
Pivotal moment.
Massive. Switches to tennis full-time, moves away from home to the French Riviera to train with Riccardo Piatti. And what's also fascinating is his parents' role.
His dad's a chef, his mom a waitress.
Yeah. And they supported him completely, but without sort of intense pressure. They let him find his own way, make that switch, that freedom, that intrinsic motivation, rather than, parental ambition driving it, that arguably built a much stronger mental foundation for the pressures he faces now. It wasn't forced.
That makes a lot of sense. So he turns pro in 2018, starts climbing, first ATP title in 2020. But 2023 felt like the real ignition point, didn't it?
Definitely. Those big wins over Alcaraz, over Djokovic, suddenly he's right there beating the very best.
And then 2024 on hard courts. Just unbelievable. That 23-match winning streak in Grand Slams on hard courts. Just dominant.
And you see how his game evolved? It's built on that power and precision. The serve can touch 140 millimeter.
Wow.
The forehand is like a laser. And his movement, for a guy who's 6'2" and quite lanky, is exceptional. He covers the court so well.
Plus, off court, everyone talks about how humble he is, and he speaks, what, 3 languages? Italian, German, English?
Yeah, very grounded, very intelligent, just seems like a well-rounded person.
But, I mean, 2025 hasn't been without some major bumps in the road. That doping controversy earlier this year must have been incredibly tough.
Oh, absolutely. A huge challenge. Testing positive for clostebol, that banned steroid.
Which they trace back to contamination from a skin cream his physio used, right?
Yeah, it was the finding, yes.
Oh.
WOTA, the World Anti-Doping Agency, investigated it pretty thoroughly. They cleared him of intentional doping, which is crucial.
But he still had to serve a ban.
He did. 3 months, from early February to early May 2025. It definitely sparked a lot of debate in the tennis world.
Yeah, I remember that. Questions about consistency in the rules, whether top players get treated differently.
Exactly. Some argued it showed the system works, differentiating accidental contamination from deliberate cheating. Others felt the penalty was still harsh or questioned the consistency. Regardless, for Sinner personally, it was immense stress. He even talked about potentially quitting the sport over it.
To even consider that. Wow. And yet look at the comeback. It's almost hard to believe.
It's extraordinary resilience.
He'd already won the Australian Open again in January before the ban. Then he comes back after it, wins Wimbledon in July. And now he's here at the U.S. Open with a shot at the calendar year Grand Slam. Only Rod Laver has done that for the men in the Open era. It's legendary stuff.
It really is. And remember, he won his first U.S. Open just last year, 2024. First Italian man ever. Became world #1 in June 2024.
Numbers are staggering. Over 31 wins this year already, 20 career titles. The trajectory is just steep.
Unbelievable arc, like you said.
Okay, let's pull back again. The stage itself, the U.S. Open. It's the final slam here in Queens since way back in 1881. What gives this tournament its unique flavor? Why does it feel different?
Well, a huge part of it is the surface. The hard courts, they're fast. They reward aggressive baseline play. Very different feel from the clay in Paris or the grass in London.
And the night sessions, right, under the lights at Ash.
Oh, yeah. That atmosphere is something else. It feels more like, I don't know, a big prize fight sometimes.
Yeah.
Gladiatorial. Plus, the tiebreakers in every set, even the fifth, that just cranks up the drama. No long, drawn-out fifth sets like elsewhere.
It's definitely seen some incredible history. Billie Jean King fighting for equal pay back in the 70s, McEnroe's famous outbursts in the 80s, Serena's dominance.
Legendary moments, for sure.
And it's such a global event now. Huge prize money, over $75 million. You see celebrities packing the stands, movie stars, musicians. It's a spectacle.
It really makes you think, why does tennis grab us like this? It's more than just hitting a ball, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
It's human drama. You see these players battling not just their opponent, but fatigue, injuries, nerves, massive mental pressure. And Sinner's story, from the ski slopes to world #1, overcoming that controversy. It really embodies that spirit, doesn't it? Perseverance, resilience, the pursuit of excellence against the odds. We connect with that.
Absolutely. And speaking of pressure, he's defending the title he won last year. That seems incredibly difficult to do here.
Oh, it's notoriously tough.
Nobody's repeated as men's champ since Federer's amazing run ended back in 2008. Not Djokovic, not Nadal, not Murray. They've all tried and fallen short defending here since then.
Yeah. History shows it's incredibly hard. There's burnout after winning year, new challengers emerge who are hungry, maybe injuries creep in, and just the sheer mental weight of being the defending champ, the one everyone is aiming for.
So if Sinner pulls it off,
he joins a very, very elite club. Think Pete Sampras in the 90s, Federer in the 2000s. It's more than just physical endurance. It's proving you have that champion's mentality to handle the pressure cooker.
So after dusting off Popyrin like that, what did Sinner himself have to say? Was he brimming with confidence?
He was very Sinner-like, calm, straightforward. He said something like, obviously I try to play the best tennis I can. The first round match is always different. acknowledged he could improve his serve.
Right, he mentioned struggles on serve from both sides, but praised his returns. Said he was comfortable with the rest of his game.
Yeah, exactly. That quote. I am aiming to improve on the serve, but the rest of my game I am quite comfortable with.
What do you read into that? That quiet confidence?
I think that's part of his appeal, isn't it? That calm, almost understated self-belief. It feels authentic. Fans really respond to that. And you see it online, the reaction. Social media, X, it's buzzing. Highlights, people praising his game, especially the Italian fans showing huge pride.
Yeah, the consensus seems clear. He's the one everyone has to beat.
Definitely. It's pretty rare to see someone at his level maintain that kind of poise, that focus on internal improvement, even after a really dominant win. He's not getting carried away.
Okay, so what's next? Who's up in the third round?
He faces Denis Shapovalov, the Canadian, seeded 27th. That's on August 30th.
Shapovalov. Tricky player. Flashy one-handed backhand lefty serve. Can be unpredictable.
Very much so. And their head-to-head is actually even. So yeah, we could definitely see some fireworks in that match. It won't be straightforward.
And looking even further ahead if he gets through that.
Well, the draw starts to look interesting. Potential quarterfinal against maybe Lorenzo Musetti, another Italian, or a semifinal clash against someone like Alexander Zverev could be looming.
So the path gets tougher. His preparation must be intense.
Absolutely critical. His whole setup with coaches Darren Cahill and Simone Vagnazzi, they're focused on everything.
Yeah.
Explosiveness, diet high carb, apparently in meticulous hydration, especially dealing with this New York humidity. It's not just about winning the next match. It's about managing energy, recovery, staying sharp mentally and physically for potentially 7 best-of-5 set matches. It's a marathon.
For sure. And while Sinner's chase for history is a huge storyline, there's lots else happening too, right? Coco Gauff pulling out big wins, Naomi Osaka looking strong, Zverev playing well, Iga Swiatek dominating the women's side.
Yeah, the tournament's delivering across the board. Lots of compelling stories.
But wrapping back to Sinner, for us watching, for you listening, what does his story really represent beyond just the tennis?
I think if you zoom out, his journey is a powerful reminder, isn't it? That greatness isn't just about having talent handed to you. It's about transformation, finding your path. Even if it's unconventional, like switching from skiing, it's about resilience, facing down major adversity like that doping ban and coming back stronger. And it's about that relentless, almost quiet pursuit of excellence.
That blend of physical gifts, mental strength, and smart strategy.
Exactly. That's what defines the true champions. His story, I think, offers lessons for all of us, really, about focus, determination, adapting, no matter what field we're in.
So yeah, we've seen how this latest win for Jannik Sinner at the U.S. Open, it's way more than just advancing to the next round. It feels like a statement. It really speaks volumes about his incredible journey from the Italian Alps to the top of the tennis world, pushing through huge challenges and now chasing history.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And as the tournament progresses, you have to wonder, right? Defending Grand Slams, especially the U.S. Open, is so rare these days. What is that extra gear, that unquantifiable quality that Sinner possesses? What allows him not just to reach the top, but to keep pushing the boundaries, keep redefining what's possible? What will you take away from watching that kind of focused determination unfold?